Welcome back. Still watching the newsroom. Now, Arun Malhotra is joining us on the show to discuss market. Arun, of course, runs his own PMS now, but has been a veteran investor and market participant. Has worked with a host of organizations here in India and even abroad. Arun, afternoon. You run two schemes, right? One is growth-oriented. One is special situations. Let's start by understanding special situations. How are you analyzing that basket? And if you could indicate at any of the special situations you are analyzing right now, but are there many in this market?
Yeah, so good afternoon. Thanks for hosting me on the show. You asked me about the special situation strategy. This is a very niche, very differentiated strategy. And here in this strategy, what we try to do is we try to monitor, we try to analyze the corporate events, the corporate actions that have been announced by the companies. When I say corporate events mean the demergers, the spin-offs, the buybacks, and the delisting. This is a very unique proposition which we offer to our investors. And the advantage of this situation is that what we are trying to do is there is a corporate event. So there is a predefined event, and on top of it, we try to do a fundamental research. So catalyst plus Buffettology, which gives us the desired result. And in terms of the current special situations, I think India Bull Real Estate, which is one of our largest holdings in the special situation fund, that strategy has still not played out. I think we feel there will be tremendous value that will get created in that stock. There's a management change. Then in terms of the land bank, in terms of the asset values, the company has a huge land bank that will get developed in the next 5 to 10 years. Another situation which we are playing, so this was basically merger of two companies, India Bull Real Estate and Embassy. Second example is Piramal. Piramal Enterprises, they have two engines which are running at full throttle. One is financial services and the other is pharma. And they have announced the demerger. It's a vertical demerger where both a shareholder will get shares of pharmaceutical company separately. And mind you, they have already taken a private equity in their pharma business. We feel most of the investors are underestimating the full potential of these two businesses. And when they get demerged, the capital allocation will become clearer, the management objectives will become clearer, and we will see tremendous value unlocking. I think so. These are some of the situations which we are playing. Obviously, there are a lot more.
Right. Arun, what about growth? How are you approaching growth? Are you approaching crazy growth, 40-50% plus, with not much tilt on profitability yet, because there is a variety out there? Or are you approaching growth which also follows a good path of profitability? Give us some sense on that strategy as well.
My sense is some of these business models are non-linear business models, so they cannot be modeled on an Excel sheet. There is a tremendous opportunity that exists in the Indian equity markets, in Indian consumers. And some of these companies which you mentioned, which have zero profitability but huge valuations, they are trying to capitalize on that. And investors are basically paying for the humongous growth, for the hockey stick kind of growth that can come in future. Will that come in all the companies? My answer is definitely no. My answer is, I think one or two, in the fashion space where it is just a virgin space that can show tremendous returns, tremendous growth. In terms of our portfolio, our strategy, I think we still look for more predictable cash flows, growth stories, but at reasonable valuations.
Take on the ongoing correction in the market right now. You think it's short-lived, maybe a quarter or two, while earnings and valuations adjust? Or do you think that there is a kind of a break which has been put on the bull run? Or the third variety, which believe that it should not be even considered because we are in a 3 to 5 year expansion phase in the market?
See, we are of the view, especially, my personal opinion is that we are definitely for a structural bull market for the next 3-5 years. And some of the structural changes which have been brought by the government, right from the demon to till the NCLT and all,